Hey everybody, this is Arturo, and this is a new fan art video that I made commemorating the release of Guilty Gear Strive. Uh, like I've said in other videos, I think I'm a big fan of fighting games, and Guilty Gear is definitely one of my top two, if not my top two. I'd say my favorite fighting game is Street Fighter, or more specifically Marvel vs. Capcom. Yeah, that's number one, and number two is Guilty Gear, because it is a really amazing game. I mean, the aesthetics of the game are really cool. They're really unique, and it's every time I play it, it feels great to play. You know, it's an amazing feeling that I don't really get with many other games. The visuals, the special effects, even some of the hard rock songs that they have in the soundtrack are so cool. And like I said, I created a story called Rooster Rumble Fight Club, inspired by my love of fighting games. I came up with my own idea for one. So I wanted to do a fan art of Guilty Gear within the Rooster Rumble universe. And this is my take on Sol Badguy, one of the protagonists of the game, if not the protagonist. I mean, don't ask me what the story is about. I mean, I've looked at a couple of videos detailing some of the lore behind the story, and I still can't tell you what it's really about, and that doesn't matter to me. I just think it's a beautiful game. It's great to play. I love everything, the superpowers, the characters, everything is amazing to me. And I've kept up with news about the game that was just released, and I wanted to buy a PlayStation 5 to be able to play it. I mean, I know it's available on a PS4, and it's coming by a PS5 is so hard these days that it's absurd, you know. I went to the States early last month, and my intention was like, if I find a deal, I'm gonna buy it. You know, I'm definitely gonna get it, because I knew that the game was releasing in June, and the only store that had it in the mall, the guy was asking like $1,200 for it, and I was like, "You're insane! I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay that much just for the base console of a PS5 with no games, no extra controller, no nothing else, you know." So I decided to wait. I'm just gonna wait. It's so hard to buy one of those things nowadays. It used to be so much easier, you know. I mean, I think even with the release of the PS4 and the PS3, it was hard at the beginning to buy one, but this is absurd. I mean, the console came out in November and it's June already, and it's so hard to get one of these things, or have to pay so much for it. I mean, that's just too much for something that's a non-essential. So what I do is I keep up with the news of the games like that I like. I'm looking forward to God of War, the new version of God of War to come out, the sequel to the game, and hopefully, I mean, I'll have a PS5 by then. It's not an emergency. It's not a must-have. I'm not gonna die if I don't have it, but thankfully I can keep up with a lot of the people playing on YouTube, and it's not the same thing. You get a bit of a fix from playing, you know, from watching the people play it well, and just checking out some of the cutscenes or the superpowers display of the characters, and it's really inspiring. It really gets my creative juices flowing. and I hadn't done one of these fan art in the Rooster Rumble universe in a long time. So, and I think it came out well. I mean, I think it was the aggressiveness of the shapes, the spiky bits all over the place, you know, with Sol's hair and everything. It tells you with the visual language that he's an aggressive guy. Obviously, I think he's the protagonist of the story, but he's no one to mess around with. I mean, he keeps himself under control most of the time, and I especially love the dragon install version of him, and they tried to give it to Kai in this particular game. It looks cool, but not as cool as the dragon install version of Sol in Guilty Gear Xrd, which was amazing. I mean, I like it a lot, and I wanted to keep it a bit simple. I mean, I didn't want to spend all day on this, even though I took longer than I wanted to. But I'm happy with the result. I mean, we're gonna get there soon enough. But like I was saying, I've watched a couple of videos from the lore of the game, and a lot of fighting games have tried to invest more energy or more thought into the lore behind the game, and I really don't care. You know, I'm really shallow in that sense. I want to play a fighting game because of the special powers, the special moves, the fun of it, of the gameplay, not so much the story that you want to tell me. I don't. It doesn't really move me. I mean, if it's there, I'll be like, oh, okay, all right, that's fine. Interesting. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's not the reason why I buy a game. You know, I'm more hands-on on the thing. And from what I've seen of the game, it looks great. People are really having fun with playing online with the new rollback netcode, and it's a big deal for some people to be able to do that. The last real game that I played of Guilty Gear was Xrd Sign, like the original version. I didn't play Revelator or Rev 2. I had to sell my PlayStation 4, what was it, 5 years ago? Because I went through some economic struggles in that particular year, so I had to sell it. I mean, it wasn't really doing much for my family, and it's either that or going for groceries. So I went with sell the PS4. And it's silly to buy a PS4 right now to just play a couple of games, you know. I think I can wait. I mean, I hope so. I need to find a tutorial or a video that teaches me how to do cell shading better. I mean, I can do it in a particular way, but I want to do it better. It doesn't look like the authentic anime look. You know, that's particularly significant to the style that I wanted to this particular drawing. I'll have to have a look on YouTube. Everything's a lot of trial and error for me when working on these things. That's why I love to do it, you know. I don't draw because it's easy, I draw because it's a challenge. You know, a challenge that I enjoy doing. This is the final version of the drawing. I like it a lot. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want, I'm thinking about doing another one of these characters, but who knows. Like and subscribe if you want to check out more videos. Stay tuned. I hope to release another video next week, next Saturday, hopefully. And check out more of the character design videos I've made. Stay safe. Bye-bye.